I'm scared.
Well, hello there, everybody, and welcome. Today, not a live stream or a video game. Well, I guess it is a live stream, but welcome to the studio. As you can see, this is my studio. Hello, hello. Today, I'll be in here doing some crafting, working on some architectural projects for the time, doing some modeling, talking about some tricks and crafts, trade, and whatnot. Sorry, I'm gibbering. I just spent like an hour trying to set up this new technology, but I'll be joined hopefully by our co-host Mike, if he's there. Hello.
Damn hour. It took us a fucking hour
Oh my god, I
to
think
get
he's
this
here.
set up.
That's beautiful. Just to double check everything's copacetic, y'all. Mike, how's the stream coming? Is it a little how's that angle there?
Pixelated as hell. Angle's good. You're a bit quiet, but I can hear you fine. And then I'm loud as hell. Well,
You're
not
loud
really
as hell.
loud.
Okay. Bear with me, folks. We gotta do some live audio balancing. So this is the first episode of a new series that we'd like to trying out. We've been talking about incorporating some live stream stuff in here, and so this is one of those hypothetics. So the video feed's a little rough. The audio's a little rough. Bear with me, people. Bear with us. Okay, this is all
Please
part of the
bear with
process. Yeah. Okay.
all our process.
I'm gonna go over
Everything
to
will
the
work
Kenny
out
Peer
just fine.
side and see how the audio is. Be right back. Keep them entertained.
Please, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Believe in us. Hopefully. But yeah, what we're doing today is we're going to be helping our lovely co-host with cramming his fucking midterms architecture class because he decided to do it last minute because the best of the best always do it last minute for some reason. But hey, welcome. You get to see us. Well, you don't get to see me, and you get to see my co-host's hands while he does his freaking thing. Do things. Do a bunch of things. Hopefully everything works out well for us. Sorry about the quality. We're trying to figure this stuff out as we do it because we're the type of people that go with the flow. We try our best, but we go with the flow sometimes.
Okay.
Yep,
All right. Well, hey, how's it going, friend? How are you today?
going good. Video quality's still low, but I don't think it's too bad. I don't know how we could fix that anyways.
Well, I mean, it is just a little personal webcam that I bought. So one of the number one things we can do is buy like a legitimate camera, but that requires money, uh, and investments. Um, yeah. So one thing that we're going to be working on today, the main thing, all this shit here. So first up, this is my midterm slash final project for architecture college. So this is like a real thing, And these two contraptions were earlier study models. Gotta get at oh my research. So
Yeah.
imagine, okay, the color grading and the it's probably not going to, but this is, how's the quality on that, Mike? Can you see them lines?
I can see them lines somewhat.
Very
You're okay.
somewhat.
Very, very somewhat.
As you can see, it's a very rough sketch of some scribbles, colorful scribbles. These large central scribbles right here, these guys, they're water towers. These little dudes right here in the center. This city is basically a city in the desert built above a water reservoir, and the people of the city use these three central towers with pressurized screw pumps that are fed from a on-site biogas collection combustion chamber. They use those screw pumps to basically pull up the water from the reservoir, and they store it in these various tanks, and it's gravity fed down to the rest of the town, where then it can be cleaned and used as drinking water, whatever you need to do, showers, dishes, however, and then it gets resent to some different processing plants where it's either diverted to the fields, black water, which is basically toilet water, very dirty water, very dangerous water. That
Filthy
goes
water.
to a primary digestion tank where anaerobic digestion, basically bacteria in the presence of oxygen, will all of the solid particular matter as best they can, and then it'll be screened and blah 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 blah, fertilizer for plants, blah 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 blah, strained through rocks, blah 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 blah, back into the aquifer, and then they drink it again. So this is one of those towers. Again, some lovely scribbles. Oh God. Right.
Is that what you're making with your midterms?
Yes. So we have to design. We were given a book, actually. It's called Invisible Cities, and we have to pick a city from there and design like a full-on thing from it. So I also have some site plans I was working on to figure out the layout and the roads and the proportions of things. I drew some people of the town. It is kind of like I want to give it like steampunk, kind of like. Hold on, I'm trying to get
Steampunk vibes.
like not steampunk-esque, but desert punk. Diesel desert punk, I guess. Yeah. So think of like Age of Empires. You know, there's like guns, but there's like magic and monsters. There's all kinds of crazy stuff. All kinds of crazy stuff. Let's see. The other planning doc was I made this, which basically is a more breakdown of how the see if I can get the camera detached. Okay, sorry. There's a lot of lag. What do we see here? Where are we looking at? Oh my goodness. Okay, so right here is a cleaner outlook of the city, from the outer walls and the digestion tanks to the first towers, the central living quarters, secondary towers, all of the different systems where the water is transferred back into the reservoir. You can see these little protrusions down here. These are, the city was Isaura, which is the city of 1,000 wells. So it's a little desert city. Everyone be digging wells into this reservoir. So that's the backstory.
Real city?
We don't know. So the book is written in a very like metaphorical, prosy, hooey-fooey way, where it's like it's hard to tell who it's being directed towards, and it's hard to tell if the cities are real or fake. Some ideas are that they're described where every city in the book, here I have the book, it might be a little bit better of a nice physical reference. So this is the book, Invisible Cities by Italo Calvino, right? This is the more modern version where there's some images in there. The city I picked is Isaura. And then
That's really fucking cool.
I might not read it, maybe later on. If someone's curious to read it, they can ask in the comments, but I do have this here. Basically, it talks about, it kind of would be beneficial to read. Maybe I will read it. Okay. Isaura, city of 1,000 wells, is said to rise over a deep subterranean lake. On all sides, wherever the inhabitants dig long vertical holes in the ground, they succeed in drawing up water, as far as the city extends, and no further. Its green border repeats the dark outline of the buried lake. An invisible landscape conditions the visible one. Everything that moves in the sunlight is driven by the lapping wave enclosed beneath the rock's calcareous sky. Consequently, two forms of religion exist in Isaura. The city's gods, according to some people, live in the depths, in the black lake that feed the underground streams. According to others, the gods live in the buckets that rise, suspended from a cable as they appear over the edge of the walls, in the revolving pulleys, in the windlasses of the norias, in the pump handles and the blades of the windmills that draw the water up from the drillings, in the trestles that support the twisting probes, in the reservoirs perched on stilts over the roofs, in the slender arches of the aqueducts, and in the columns of water, the vertical pipes, the plunges, the drains, all the way up to the weathercocks that surmount the airy scaffoldings of Isaura, a city that moves entirely upward. So, the idea is we have to take all of those buzzwords, all of those like visual cues, reservoir, vertical building. As you saw in my schematics, I also have raised water towers, screw pumps, and most of the stuff they talked about, except there's no picture of it. And if the city Isaura, the name Isaura isn't a real city, it's in the book. But the idea is that maybe each of the hypothetical cities is a real city or is based off of a place in Venice, because the book is written as a conversation between Marco Polo, the Venetian traveler, and Kublai Khan. one of the three great khans of the Mongol Empire, and I think it went what, Chinggis, Genghis, and Kublai or something like that. I think Kublai was whichever one was at the height of the Mongol Empire towards the end was the one that the book's about. So like the Mongols conquered everyone. They have like a lot of China in the Middle East, and he's basically just like, I don't know my cities. And Marco Polo's like, well, I'll show them to you. And he can't speak any of the languages, and the Khan can't speak Italian, so he uses imagery and like pictures and things he's brought from the cities to explain it. It's all a lesson in like visual whatever who's it's. So I'm trying to build that. And then this was
that's interesting.
This was the first model where you can see the city kind of rising out through the hole in there. It's like pierced. And then it is in a desert, so I wanted to create these like wind screens all around the thing. And these things, these little louvers, these little kind of cutouts in this paneling here, this would act as a great way to break up all the wind, to block a lot of the sand, protect from a lot of erosion, protect the exposed water, protect the pipes and the reservoirs inside the city from evaporation, all that good stuff. But it felt too closed off, and I don't know. Another detail is each of these towers are basically, you can kind of see it here, they're going to be these like conical spiraling towers that kind of give you the impression of a flower stem, where it's like not perfectly symmetrical, not perfectly, it's like a seashell flower stem kind of shape. That shape philosophy I wanted to convey in the towers here. And then this one was a similar thing, but I just emphasized the hole and decreased dramatically the windscreens. That's basically the only evolution here. Same concept, same idea, except I wanted a lot more of the reservoir to be exposed and a lot less of the giant windscreens to be there. So then I ended up with what we have here, which is currently the base of Isaura. And so I've just taken some corrugated cardboard and then laminated it between some normal cardboard, and in here there's a little piece of plastic. This is basically corrugated plastic board, and essentially it's waterproof. It's plastic. So the upper layer, I knew I was going to be laminating a bunch of materials to and carving up and adding a lot of bit of moisture and who knows what else. I might even put some texture paste or something. So I wanted to protect all the sublayers and the sensitive structural, the structural corrugated integrity of the little cardboard. These are the 3 water towers, and these are the bases of the windscreens, and that's all I got. And my midterms are due in like 4 days. So that's the lore.
That's quite interesting.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting, honestly. The city's cool, actually, as well.
Yeah, I think it's very representative of what could be possible. I'm imagining everything on basically this board is 15 inches by 15 inches, and my scale is about 50 feet per inch. So 15 times 50, 15 times 50, and then the town. So for reference, this one stick that's in here is the whole thing from the base past the ground is about 3 inches. So it's about 2.5 inches. Which is, what did I say? I said an inch was 50?
Said okay. It was 15 for 50.
Well, an inch is 50 feet.
Well, an inch is 50 feet.
So 2.5 inches. One. It's like 125, right?
I think so.
So that's about 125, 10 feet a story. That's about 12 stories, right? 120 feet.
Jesus.
So this is a very big tower, and it's being built with mud, brick, earthenware, and they have steel rebar reinforcing, and basically cement. So 12 stories is feasible, and pumping up water up that is also feasible, very feasible. I did a little bit of calculations on the screw pump pressures, and I realized early on that I would need a lot more than one tower. One of the issues when having this water pumped up from the reservoir, it's in a sealed container on both ends, so there's a lot of pressure in there. You're basically it's like trying to suck, like if 2 people were sucking through both sides of the same straw, you're not going to go anywhere. You're like, right?
Moving shit.
Yeah, you got to have a pressure differential. One area has to have a little bit of negative space for the water to want to fill up. So these two other towers on the side are much shorter, and they're kept at about 50 to 40% capacity, and they're used as basically the air pressure in them is like empty space that can exchange with air pressure underground and allow and help that like negative suction, right? So you're not trying to screw pump the water up in a vacuum. And the screw pumps are literally like a metal screw, literally just a screw, and it scoops up the water. But you need some way to power the gears that rotate it. And we use wind vanes in this city, as well as earlier I mentioned there was a biodigester that took gas from the when we take the black water, it goes through a primary digester in the bottom of these towers, where it's basically screened for large particulates like dead bodies and rocks and shit. All that stuff is cleared out manually. Hey man, this is the desert. This is the desert.
You're not wrong.
This is Isaura. This is the jewel of the desert. These three towers, when they're built, they're gonna look like these giant, beautiful flowers glowing in the desert, because they also have the raised water tanks, so the light will be reflecting and refracting through the water, through the louver screens, which we're still gonna have on the outsides of the towers, and it's gonna create this like, it's gonna look like an oasis, you know. And then they get up to it thinking it's gonna disappear, but it's real, and it's a beautiful city in the desert. I think that's pretty cool.
Gorgeous city in the desert. Large city in the desert.
The only problem is I have to get the second level of each of these towers on, which is this secondary cone right here. So I need to get started with that. Really, I recommend everyone getting a nice crisp beverage for the time. How's the stream going? We still live?
Stream's going well. We're still live.
Okay, I'll kind of go over tools and materials,
quiet, but it still works.
and yeah, I can get a little closer to the mic. I have everyone kind of pushed to the side. I don't have a lot of space in my little workshop.
Your workshop is tiny as hell, man.
It's literally a 28 by 28 inch little fucking section of existence in which I call my home. But that's okay. I have a whole lot of wonderful gear also that's like, you know, just around in the areas. So I'll be pulling random stuff.
You'll see some crazy shit just come out of nowhere.
One of my top recommendations for any young crafter, fresh crafters out there, sanding block, right? And a tape measure strip that's made out of the, right? So this stuff can be used to measure curves or anything flexed, or circles, measure circumference and things. I got a nice durable vinyl out of mine. I also recommend a nice 2mm lead holder pencil, right? These are one of them fucking what are they? The Steadletters. Well, they're not that fancy. I think they're about $6 to $8 usually, and they usually come with like a pack of lead. The problem is it's very hard to find the leads. But I recommend those. Is it
a niche size?
Yeah, the 2mm leads are less common. So these big lead holders, they're basically the same technology as a mechanical pencil, except instead of 0.3, 0.5, 0.7, it's 2mm, which is, you know, it's about as thick as the same graphite tube in a normal pencil. So you have that full pencil grip. But instead of a normal pencil, which has the wood around it and has an unreliable, like it's sharpened differently every time, it basically has a consistent sharpening tip. And little do people know that when you use these things, the actual steel cap in the back is a sharpener. Because most people, you have to buy a special sharpener, but the little silver cap that comes in the back has a little hole in it. And if you've ever wondered what that's for, it's literally, see, look, dull pencil, right? Nice and fucking flat. This is a sharpener for your pencil. You can even hear it. I don't know if you can hear it, but it comes with its own sharpener. Every pencil, every one of the Steadletter ones do at least. And see, just like that, nice and sharp.
Yeah, that's real nice.
And this is the exact same size, specially made for this. So when you sharpen it, you get the exact same dimension of lead every time, which is important for when you're doing drafting, because every single centimeter and millimeter that you draw, including the thicknesses of your lead and your pencil and your rulers and everything, is going to translate to something in the real world. So it's important to be at least kind of precise with that. Now, I have one of these cones made. I got to get 2 more made. I have these triangular blanks, and I score them and rotate them until I get these lovely little cones. Now, I'm going to fashion them together, but can you guys, I wonder if you can see my little, get a little zoom in on this here. Okay, so right here, I've already marked with a pencil, and I've gone through and I marked my lines, and I've scored them once or twice already. And I'm going against the grain right now, which means the direction that the lines in the wood are not going, which means it's a little harder because I'm having to actually slice through those layers as opposed to between them when you're going with grain, which is the same thing for meat.
Same thing as a meat.
Same thing as a meat.
Meat. Yummy meat. I need to cook some fucking meat.
You should do.
I should do.
When was the last time you cooked you a meal?
Last week.
Oh, good. I mean, that's been a minute, but that's good. I'm glad you've been making some food for yourself.
I know how to make stuff.
Spoil yourself. It's okay. There's always time to practice.
I do need to do more practice with that. I really do.
It's just impossible to buy food. I remember when I was a wee one, $100 got you a whole shopping cart. Now $100 get you one bag.
Not entirely, but yeah, close enough.
Not entirely, but pretty much. Okay. Now these. See, I was trying to make an inner lip to hide this, and so I measured my diameter and multiplied it by pi to figure out my circumference, and I had this nice 24-inch strip that I went through and scored. I don't know if you can see the scoring on there. It's very, very tiny. But it took me because again, it was against grain on a 24-inch piece of wood, so it was about as long as this full table is. It took me 30 minutes to score it, and as soon as I started laying it, I realized that it's just too many scores, and it broke into this many pieces. So I have to find some kind of new way to create a nice lip here where all the boards meet on this inner lip, because it's just where that plastic board is showing, and I don't want it to be showing. I want everything to be the wooden material. I wonder what the people in town be doing on their day-to-day.
Good question.
Little desert folk. They're very religious. They worship the water. Well, not
Well, I mean,
not religious. Spiritual.
Religious. Yes.
Spiritual.
Yeah, still religious.
Well, here's the thing. What is the difference?
There is no difference.
Whoa.
For the most part, there is no difference.
I guess, in the most broadest speaking, sure.
That's usually real.
And see, now that I've scored it, it makes this lovely little curve. And I take my block, so that way I don't, break it, and I just go, bink.
Damn, that's nice and curvy.
Bink, 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 bink. Bink, 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 bink. And then some of them are a little feisty, and you gotta be gentle. Okay, so now I have another curved bobber. And then I just kind of make sure that it's extra curvaceous without breaking that final couple of layers on the back. Now, if I would have done this, so I don't know if you can see, but if you can see, the wood is basically going this way, right? As opposed to this way.
Can't see the green too well.
Yeah, and if it was going this way, the cuts I'm making are the same way if the grain was vertical, and these pieces would just fall off. They would die immediately. So you have to go against the grain when you're doing these kinds of scoring cuts to give you basically the only thing holding it together. You can see the light through the cuts is like a very, very thin sheet of wood on the back. And when you change the orientation, it no longer becomes the uniform sheet of wood.
Nice little technique to know, honestly.
Huh?
Real nice.
Real nice. And now I just have to do that fucking one more time.
40 more times.
Well, I hope not. I'm trying to only make the towers about 2.5 inches. So they're mostly done. Once I connect these other pieces, I just have to add basically all the detail. You know, what would be any of the entrances, exits, the little top parts, seal up any of the edges, and put on the entablature and the facade. The entablature is all of the stuff that goes basically around the crowns, the cornice, which is the top of the roof where it connect, where the under roof and the top of the ceiling connect, any places like that. And then the facade is all the outer skin. And most of a building is usually 3 parts. You have your foundations, you have your internal skeleton, and then you have your facade. And everything else is, electrical, plumbing, painting, decoration, but, simple finished stuff. But really,
City at its finest.
there's 3 bits. Yeah.
God, there's a lot to do with fucking... There's a lot.
In what?
Architecture.
Yeah, they say that it's one of the most... they've said a lot of things. I'm trying to think of one and word it as a quote in the same words, but I can't remember the same phrasing. But essentially, I've heard 2 things very often. One, to be an architect, you basically study all of the sciences. And 2, you got to be a little bit crazy. Tism.
What works? You are crazy.
Well, I'm tism. That's the...
Yeah, I know. I'm messing with you.
My neurons are a little misaligned from whatever the static, middle of the bell curve is for whatever the heck metrics I apply for within the documentations. I don't know. All of the heebie-jeebies. The reality is my dopamine no get absorbed right. And that's pretty much it. That's kind of it.
I mean, it does get absorbed, right? It's just different.
Yeah. Mostly. That works. That combined with the educational trauma is pretty much the meat and potatoes. Otherwise, well, I don't know. To be fair, everyone's neurons are kind of screwed, from the microplastics to the carcinogens to the COVID to the radio EMF wave. I don't know, man. Them neurons just...
In radio EMF? You just say that? No fucking way did you just say that?
The radioatized electromagnetic waves.
No way you said that. Oh, God.
Yeah. One thing I like to do when I'm scoring is I make a triangle with my fingies, and whenever I'm cutting, I'll create 2 tripods with my other fingers on the other side of my knife, and I use them as like a guideline. And sometimes I'll set up like a little, I call them footboards or toe boards, to run my fingers in between, so that way they don't change. Like, if I have to make the same cut on a real thick piece of wood and go over it 20 times, what I'll do is I'll glue down 2 little pieces like this on my board, and then I'll hold my knife right on the line, and I'll use them as a guide for my fingers. So that way, it's basically the same every time. Or you could just use a miter box. But if it's like a panel like this, and you got to do a cutout or something, it's really easy to just ruin that in about 1 second.
True. That is indeed true.
Yeah. Now, folks, if any of you are joining us, feel free. You guys can ask questions in the comments. We will answer things. Mike is on the Discord right now. He's also playing as mod, checking the chat. I do have a chat right next to me as well. Yeah, behave, you little demons. Yeah.
How do you watch yourselves?
And for the VOD watchers, if you do like what you're seeing, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know in the comments that you did. enjoy this kind of video format because we do really need the feedback. We don't know how everyone takes things until like they tell us in some format. Yeah, and on YouTube we have like buttons and comments. So hit those. Do them up. Do them up.
Definitely help us.
Please. We are just two little dirt desert dwelling babies trying to put ourselves through school.
Well, you are. I'm just. I just.
Hey, you're on hiatus, okay? You're on hiatus. What do you mean?
Hiatus my ass.
I don't know, man. I think you fuck with the computers.
Almost with anything yet. Ooh, that'd be nice.
I just can't wait until I do this a little too quickly, and I just slice my finger open.
Don't, please no. Don't do that. I don't need to rush over there and kick you in the hospital.
I was like, slit my wrist on the triangle, little triangle of doom.
God, please no.
Okay,
Damn.
this is the last of the bloody triangles. I have.
Last of the bloody scoring.
Oh God, I fucked it up. No, I didn't. It's okay.
You got it.
Ow. I hope it's not bloody. They'll take off 2 whole letter grades for that.
Sounds like something like that happened before.
One of my first architectural finals, I had a model that. So the way that they did it in the class I was taking, a lot of times, is very iterative, meaning they do it a great many times. And we picked this one thing. We did 50 models, like real quick, like cardboard ones on it. We picked 10 that we like, 5 of each of the 10, and then 5 that we liked, and then 3 of those 5, and then 2 of each of the 3, finally picking one of them, and then we made several of that one. So like 100 models for one, and it was literally for a bus stop.
Damn.
And I had one drop of blood, and it was basically the 2 pieces were wood, it was basswood, it was foam core, and they were sandwiched like this, and you couldn't see it, but if you held it up to the light, it would get a little darker at one spot, and they were like, "Is that blood?" I was like, "Maybe," and they were like, "That's a demerit. Lots of sure demerit." Not literally, they didn't say that, but they were like, "Meh," and it went from an A to a B.
I mean, it makes sense. Blood diseases are very much dangerous.
I know, it's fair. I mean, if you would have seen, it's literally like it wasn't a drop of blood. It was like there was almost a drop of blood, and then it like didn't, and then it was just like somehow the paper like capillaried and just suctioned up a little bit of blood, and it was just a little dark line, as thin as paper. I don't know, pissed me off, but I mean, whatever, man, whatever, dude. Well, yeah.
Ugh.
So now I have to do.
Better be careful about that then.
Is the stream still streaming? It looks like it's still
There's
streaming.
still much streaming. I'm
Okay.
watching the stream.
Okay, so now I will take my. I don't know if my designs are gonna help me at all at this point, but I'm wondering
Designs will be fantastic.
because my tower is supposed to be fluted. It's supposed to get thicken and thinner, and it's supposed to have these like little deviations in there. I like my merchant man. Little merchant dude.
Merchant man.
It's a man smoking, and then there's just a grandma. You know, classic.
You gotta have that grandma, man. You always have to. No matter what.
Should I just fucking glue it together? Because it's just been taking me 7 years, and I should just fucking start gluing it together.
I mean, I'd say glue it together, but I'm not.
Yeah, I've just been like poking it, like fondling it, just like admiring it, contemplating. Well, it's time to get some work done.
Let's get some work done.
As soon as I get a sewing needle to open up my fucking glue. Oh, look at that. Fucking glue booger. Ew.
Ew. Ew. Ew. Ew.
Ew.
Fucking filth.
My drawer. I just have a drawer of blades. Okay. Little parrot feather. My hawk feathers. My falcon feathers. My hawk falcon feathers. I got a whole pile of these. There's this lady hawk. I don't know if she is a falcon. Not all falcons are hawks. Wait. Not all hawks are falcons, but hold on. Which way was it? Not all toads are frogs.
Not
Wait.
all toads are frogs.
But all wait. Not all frogs are toads, but all toads are frogs. Right? I don't know.
I think so.
I can't remember. And it's the same way with the hawks and the falcons and the wasps and the hornets. Like I think they're all hawks, but they're not all falcons. Anyway, there's like 7 of them that live in the park next to me, and I'm always just like watching them fly around and just like eat shit. And there's just like rib cages and bits of bird all the time, and my dog's always trying to crunch on some
don't
bones.
Go diss the wonderful.
I'm not dissing.
Go diss the wonderful.
I get to see nature in action. Oh fuck! I broke it. I broke it, guys. I'm never dissing the beautiful creatures.
You broke it.
I legitimately just bent it too far, and now I think I like.
Damn it! You broke it, man.
I think I'm gonna die. Oh god.
You won't die.
I
You're
know.
fine.
Why is my spiral crooked? Mother fudger, dude. Oh! I did the thing.
Spirals are a pain
There
in the
goes.
ass.
Gone. Murdered.
Done murdered.
Fucking murdered. That's what I get for not focusing. And see, now this whole piece is like trashed.
Fine.
Oh! Look at that. I just ripped one of my... Okay, well... I was squeezing too hard. I forgot that I'm using itty-bitty baby bo bitty bits.
Itty bitty 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 bits.
Okay. Okay. Take a thing. Carefully maneuver it until it's in position where I'm trying to get this little triangular tail right there to be flush with the bottom. So you see how it's sitting up a little bit? I'm trying to get it to sit right about there, and then I'm going to glue it. The other one I almost got there, and then it decided to just die. And I've managed to do it with these 3. I don't know why that one was so stiff. I think I literally was just like not paying attention. I just pressed too hard, and it just fucking exploded from the strength of my fingers. Like your mom.
So strong that you just crashed it.
My fucking... And what these are the Squelchy mitts. Professional gamer Squelch mitts. Okay.
Squelch mitts acting like you have a gamer shop.
Oh fuck, oh fuck. Okay. I'm using tacky glue, which is basically like the PVA wood glue. Or not wood glue. It's like Elmer's glue and wood glue, PVA, all very similar. It's Elmer's glue. The white glue. Except it's a little thicker. They let it air dry, basically, a little bit before they bottle it. So it's a little thicker. Which basically just means it sticks quicker. Hence the name tacky glue. Bet you didn't know, darn.
But you didn't do it.
Yeah.
Now you do.
Okay, I'm scared. I'm scared. Scared? I'm scared. Cool.
Don't be scared. You good. Don't be scared.
I am perpetually terrified of the current socio-political climate. And also of this wood. Okay. Come on now. There we go. Now, typically, when you apply your glue, you shouldn't just blob it on there like a crazy person because it gets everywhere and it looks gross. But I'm in a rush.
But why now?
Because it looks gross, and then they bring you down a letter grade because it looks fucking gross.
Damn.
They're like, "Are you trying to represent that this building is in a schlum?" And I'm like, "No, I just forgot to erase my guidelines on my wood. I don't even think you can see them, but I can, and so can they. So I should be erasing it as I'm doing the pieces. Frankly, there's a lot of like craft procedures that I am not doing. Should be sharpening all these curves up with like a miter box sander, cutting everything properly, applying my glue with a baby thing. It's fine. It's fine. One of my got my little. I like to keep magnets in a box with all my murder bits.
We all like casually keeping magnets with our murder bits.
So that way, the magnets keep the murder bits together. I don't need magnets for this. And then I usually use the magnets as clamps for stuff, but I don't really need any clamp magnets right now.
But clamps. Clamps are great.
You guys like my Kit Bash skeleton I'm painting? You can't find him in the sets, bro. Custom helmet, custom flag. What's up, dude? That's all I did. He's just the commander of a skelly regiment. I don't even know if he's in focus.
Kinda. That's
vaguely.
Who's that again? Damn, I heard and then I just completely forgot. What
He's literally just a skeleton.
He's just a skeleton.
He's just a skeleton. He just has a really fancy hat, so that way he like, you know, stands out.
Yeah, he looks like, I'm gonna be completely honest, he looked like a fucking 40K Space Marine.
Nice. That's perfect.
Just look like one.
That's absolutely perfect. Okay. I feel like music would be good.
Music would be okay, but I wouldn't want to risk that.
I mean, we're not monetizing.
We're not monetized. But
you are not contributing to our fucking groceries, guys, because we don't have enough viewers to monetize. So
that's true.
If you like what you see, tell your friends. Like and subscribe, please, please go. Or don't. That's okay too. You have free autonomy.
Just say that we will like it, but I don't want to. That's fine. We respect that.
Okay. Moment of truth. I'm gonna start sticking things inside of things. Famous last words. Apply the glue haphazardly, like a nasty little goblin. Just
you gotta
smear
it
it. Don't forget to smear the glue all up on there, like it's a bagel. Your morning bagel. You're smeared up.
What the fuck? That was something, alright.
Apply firm pressure. Firmly grasp it.
Apply the firmest pressure.
For like 9 to 39 seconds. For tacky glue, I recommend 12. Wow. Yay! It only took me 30 minutes, but I glued a tube on a tube.
You done it.
I fucking did it. Oh, it's crooked. Shit. Is it crooked? Kind of. But I think it's just a little crooked, and that's okay. Put your fucking hands up. Look at this saw. I just got these. These are my new these are Japanese little back saws that they cut on the pole instead of the push. Or at least I think they do. Nope, other way around. They're push saws. Yeah.
Yes, they're pushies.
Yeah. You can tell because the blades of the teeth can't see, but they're going that way. So that means it cut that way. But it's just a little safer because you're not like, ow! You're like, ping, you know what I'm saying? Ping, 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 ping. Okay, put it down. Put it down. And I do have my music crap, but I just don't have any way to like record it. I mean, I probably could manage a way.
Sadly.
I could jerry rig. Make a little custom lo-fi.
Jerry riggies? You could do the jerry rig.
Could do jerry. I mean, that's what I'm doing here, man. Jerry rigged is food. But here we are. We're out here.
Shit.
Huh?
we like jury rigging stuff.
It's the only way.
It's just how we are.
It's just the only way. And I'm not gonna wait a week. I'm not gonna spend another $200. I'm just gonna do the thing. Y'all can deal with a little bit of blurriness for the time.
Can't deal with blurriness.
Big babies needing their fucking 8K resolutions to fucking enjoy their reality.
I need my 1080p, not my 4K, not my 8K. 8K can. I'll never see 8K.
Wait, how far down did I put this member? Oh no! Oh no, Charlie! It's a Leopleurodon, Charlie! A Leopleurodon!
Oh no, Charlie.
Oh.
Charlie. Damn.
I can't fucking. My voice, for some unexplainable, mysterious reason, has lost the ability to go into like some of the squeaky registers. Like I can still do my gutturals and my frog sounds. For those of you who don't know, I also do D&D and like, you know, I don't do any singing yet. I'm still training in that, but one day. Anyway, I can't squeak anymore. Like my little Yoshi's level sounds gone.
How dare you?
That's not so bad. They're still coming out.
You.
I'm still squeaking, man. What do you mean? Okay. Look at that. Wow. Okay. Well, they are not symmetrical, but we do have indeed our slightly more raised towers with that interesting little hole in there. Now that's supposed to represent basically a panel of glass where you can see the pipes and the water inside, which obviously I'm not gonna have because it's representative. I just need to do, like I said, the outer, and then this one needs a tower too. But my triangle is fucking dead. Unfortunately.
Triangular is dead?
Yes, my triangulel is dead.
Triangulele.
Trimongalele. Oh god. Oh no. Help. Okay. Hold on. I just want to I want to just like crush these in hold on. How was that? Did you like that?
No.
You didn't like that? Okay.
No.
Now I need to figure out how to fucking. Luckily, oh, did I keep my template? I don't think I kept my template. I was supposed to keep one of those triangles so I would know how big those triangles are in case I needed to make, well, more triangles again. But you know what I went and did?
What'd you go and do?
I have no triangles left. Do I rip a triangle off or do I just hook? Fuck it, we
rip a triangle out.
Fuck it, we ball. We just carry on then. Carry on.
Ew.
No. There's schmutz all over my board. Whatever am I gonna do about all this frickin' schmutz on the board, man? I simply don't know. Ugh.
What the hell?
Okay. I kind of want... I think it would be cool. I don't know. Viewers, what do you think? Would you guys be potentially interested in a combo series where you see the crafting side of things and then you get to see it used in a D&D session? I don't know. That could be cool. That could be cool.
That would be cool.
What do you say? Boom, boom.
When you start recording our D&D sessions, if that's the case.
Well, maybe something more than this fucking jank-ass webcam.
That's the only jank-ass webcam we have. Entertaining. And if we do start recording D&D sessions, we need to make it entertaining. Or
Hey, man.
a podcast type series.
You ever see... Yeah, we have to we just have to stick to playing D&D, because if we just actually play the D&D, we're right.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're great. We're hilarious. We're just a bunch of really cool, really awesome, really outgoing nerds with all the voices, and it's fine. It's great.
I wouldn't say I'm outgoing, but sure.
We're outgoing D&D nerd.
D&D outgoing nerd.
Stick with the script, Broham. Okay. Now I have giant triangles.
Get even bigger triangles. Why can't you just get bigger triangles?
Because if they're bigger than the triangles I already made, they'll have a different circumference and they'll be a lot thicker. And they won't fit inside the hole.
They'll fit.
They won't fit inside the hole.
Look, trust me. I know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
100%. What are you talking about? Of course I know what I'm talking about.
You know exactly how to tell. It's got a lot of experience with pipe sizing.
Of course.
Wow. And working in the machinist industry and all. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying.
I get it. I feel you. I am a member of the Pipe Fitters Union myself.
That's good that you know.
Uh-huh. I don't think this triangle is gonna fit.
It'll fit, trust me.
I don't think it's gonna
I'm a genius. I know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah?
Of course, it's the circumference of the something that makes it bigger and larger and thicker and everything. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
no, that sounds about like how the textbook explains it, really.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Exactly.
It's pretty much just like that.
Exactly. I'm very skilled.
Here, let me go show you where Professor Mike is talking about. Hold on, everybody. I gotta go to the library real quick. One moment.
I don't think it's super necessary to do that. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I've been in this industry for 60 years. Trust me, just trust me, bro.
See, my official structures manual. Right there. See, that's about right there.
See,
And a couple chapters on.
Paragraph 6.
See, irrefutable proof right there.
See,
That's a artery wall of a soft living tissue. There we go.
Exactly.
Wait, no, hold on. Yeah, that's it. That's what I needed. See?
Glad I can help you.
Thank you. And now we all know that we're all on the same page there.
See, we all know what we're talking about now, right? We all do.
Right. Hiya! I'm looking for like like a fake bullet. Here you go. You can take that for the coming war. Be careful with it now. It's only for training purposes.
That's a fake ass bullet.
It's a dummy round for training without blapping yourself.
Just shoot a blank.
Well, did you know that the blanks can fucking kill you? If you fire them point blank into someone's temple?
Yeah, well, that's if you do temple.
Maybe we just use the ones that don't fire anything while we're practicing. Especially when my huevonesses are around. See, and it's at this juncture where I really just need to take the blowtorch and get it kind of like on there.
Jesus.
I think.
Blowtorching shit now? Yeah,
it's a special way of sealing the wood. It's a Japanese Hashimono technique. Yep, it's called carbonizing. Look at that. Okay. Okay, my top section here maybe got a little over roasted. Man, that smells really good.
You just burnt that, man. What the fuck?
I need to,
You just burnt it. It's unusable now.
Oh. Hey, man. Oh, my ash. I need that. That's the important part. No. No, the ash is important. Don't worry. It's wood ash. That means lie.
That means yumminess. That means.
And see, the rest of this we just rub off the carbon, and now we have a nice bug-proof, water-resistant piece of fucking wood. Make a nice little spear out of it. I don't know, man. I don't know, dude.
Don't make a spear out of it. Do your thing with it.
I'll make a spear out of whatever the hell I want.
You will not be making a spear out of anything you want.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm gonna take my fucking Tetsubo. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. It's too big. I can't fit it in screen.
Oh my god. No, not your...
It's simply too large. You know my giant training wood club?
I know exactly
yeah.
what you're talking about.
Yeah. If you know of like an Indian strength training club or like a Japanese Tetsubo war club, I carved one out of like a 4x8 piece of lumber, and then I sanded a handle and covered it in linseed oil and used it before I broke it in half for my shoulder training. And I only occasionally bonked people with it. Occasionally. When they really deserved it.
He didn't bonk anyone, FYI.
Yeah, nobody was harmed with the Setsubo War Club. Just me, myself, and I, and a couple of my friends.
Exactly, he's the one that hurt himself because he was trying to carry that thing with one hand.
So I was fucking doing kung fu with a stick.
It's a massive fucking... It's like 6'5", mind you.
And it weighs like...
fucking thick as fuck, and he decided to say, you know what, I'm gonna raise it up with one fucking hand.
Bonk.
He failed miserably at it, FYI.
Well, it just fell on the ground and broke in half, and now I have to make a new one. It's fine. I'll just make a new one. Because I can make stuff. Because I be making stuff. I'm good. Well, slowly but surely, the city emerges from the desert.
The desert city.
The people of Isaura. The hidden oasis gem of the desert. Oh, this is a big triangle.
Kanabo. It's a massive ass Kanabo, technically.
Look at that.
Massive. Looks nice. Looks beautiful.
Well, is the Tetsubo the studded one? Is that the difference?
No.
What's the
They're
difference?
both called Kanabo.
Oh, I see. So, what is the Tetsubo? Subvariant? Tetsubo. 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 Tetsubo.
I think they're just the same.
Maggie? I don't know, man. As long as the mental image was there, that is all that matters. I'm not saying mine is that, but it's adjacent. It's Wooden Club of Doom. By the power of Grayskull.
I want to own one of those damn things. Those things are cool as hell.
Make one.
Cannonball. Don't want to make one. I want to just order one that's properly made properly.
Well, fuck you.
Fun as hell. Look, yours is...
Mine is a fucking
weird.
2x4. It is not a war club.
It is not a fucking 2x4.
Well, you're right. It's a 4x8.
See what I fucking mean, guys? This is what I fucking deal with on a daily basis.
Just a crazy man with his fucking stick. Just setting shit on fire.
Dick. You're...
Yeah. Oh, look at that. That's pretty.
A lot of shit.
Yay!
Beautiful.
Oh, wait. I kind of like that. What if I just... Question. What if I just overlay it like that? Well, like you can see that.
Not too bad, honestly. That would actually look pretty nice.
That kind of... It's starting to look like a thing. I still have to...
Offsetting it, I think? I don't know.
I like that. Because it is a little longer in both dimensions. It's taller. Oh, look at that. That makes a pretty spiral. I like that. That's a nice shape right there, dude.
You're making it smaller and then putting it on the inside?
Yes. I'm thinking about butting it up next to the central tower like... Oh, that's good. Just like that. Don't move an inch, you mother trucker.
Move 3 inches.
You don't know what's where.
I don't know.
See, look at that.
Ooh, nice. Nice.
I need like a zoom button.
Ooh, it looks real nice.
Here, I could also just grab
Have
the
a
thing.
zoom button.
Just
though.
grab the fucking thing and just like, meh. Well, I have a zoom button at the computer. I'm not at the computer. I'm way over here.
True. Fair.
Maybe I'll just put the cam here for the time. Get like a nice little orthogonal isometric view. Hi there. Oh. My hand's in the way. My big fat meaty lumps in the way.
Big mighty lump.
Oh, I broke it. No, I always do that. I literally just flick this piece of wood with my fucking finger. And I can't even... I'm just going to leave that there. You stay there. Don't move. I don't know. But now I just fucked my thing up. Because they don't have the actual, like, outside pieces that hold them together yet. Because I'm trying to just... I'm building the skin before I'm building the bones, which is about as smart as it sounds.
Yeah, it sounds very smart.
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
It's big brain time saving hacks when in reality I'm spending more time fixing my fucking mistakes.
Ingenious, I tell you. Ingenious.
It's revolutionary, I tell you. Revolutionary, buckwheat, revolutionary. Okay, you just stay right there, you little gobshite. Okay, this one I'm gonna intentionally cut the little nipple off this one right here. It's a little. Oh god. Please don't. Okay. So then, yeah, I like that a lot.
Oh, nice.
It just slips right in there.
Oh,
okay.
Nice.
Now I just gotta cover the thing in glue.
Covered very much in glue. Oh, so much glue.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Soak it in glue.
Glue it. Yes. Glue it thoroughly down.
Yes. Glue it down.
Glue it down. I don't know if I like this camera angle.
Camera angle is kind of weird.
Fine then. If you hate it so much, I'll move.
I'd say fucking hate it. You're the one that jumped. You shoved those words in my fucking mouth. No. I just said
I'm
don't
kidding.
With it.
I'm kidding. Aye. Okay. See, now I don't have to like get my big fucking mittens out of the way. Internal, external. A little lip right here. Never hurt nobody. Don't forget to smear, kids. Smear is just get your fingers in there and smear it. Smear it real good. Smear that goop. Smear it real nice. Smeared and stuck. Smeared and stuck. Just like that. We're architecturing, everybody. We're doing it.
Architecture 101.
This is how they build skyscrapers, and then they put them in wind tunnels, and they weigh them, and they do a shitload of math and a bunch of other stuff. But mostly it's this. Definitely.
We all love math here. If you don't love math, get out of here. No, please don't. Stay with us.
Nobody ever returns. At least I'm not talking about like load force and like weight distribution and wind shear fucking math.
Let's talk about load force.
So load force is the path that a force upon or around... Well, I don't actually know. How would I explain that in the best way? It's just the path that a force travels through a series of objects. But that's not a great way to phrase that. Because it doesn't really tell you much. But when you apply a weight, when you apply a pressure to something, it's that pressure transferring through everything else that it can touch. And the path is where it's going. Typically here on Earth, we're concerned with vertical.
Gravity is so strong.
Yes, because gravity is the thing, and we have to deal mostly with compressive.
Gravity. Gravity very much does suck, and it is the thing that
you can't
makes
say
all life possible.
Can't say that gravity sucks.
I can very much say gravity sucks because I don't care for gravity. Gravity is.
I don't like
sucks.
gravity. Actually, I don't want any more gravity.
I don't want any more gravity. I want to fly through space-time continuum.
Boycott gravity. Hashtag no more gravity. Hashtag gravity's in the files.
Oh my god. It is. It is in the files.
Gravity's actually one of the main mentions. They're mentioned over 752,000 times.
About.
Mostly horizontal. Okay, I'm sorry. God, no more.
Shut the fuck up.
No more.
No
They
more.
still haven't.
Shut up.
They still haven't done any stake burnings yet, so it's not okay to make jokes. Those people need to be, you know? Okay, now I have towers. But
one tower.
Well, I have three slightly larger towers than from whence I started.
You have one taller tower and two slightly taller towers.
Well, you can just be pessimistic all you want.
It's not pessimism. It is factual evidence.
Okay, well, you see, I need to see your sources, frankly.
The sources are right in front of me.
The sources are what? Motherfucking.
Right in front of me. Right in front of everybody.
The evidence stands before thee. Got my little leather owl. Cause you guys want to see? I made some.
Owl?
I started working on knife sheaths, and I've only made 2, but this is my first one, and it actually works as a knife sheath. It's just my cordage got a little janked. So, oh wait, no, I don't know who. Yeah, this was my first one. So this one, it's just leather, right? And then it just like opens, and then there's a pouch, right? And then it's just sewn on the side. But I didn't think when you make these, you have to put a little leather block so the knife doesn't cut the fabric. And I put one in here, but it's like not long enough. And so as you can see, the knife that went in cut the leather sheath right here, murdered it. And I made another another one that is like literally I call it my orc sheath, because you can grab it and cut people with it, because it's fastened with wire.
Oh my god.
It's fastened with sharpened wire.
Suspicious.
And then I sealed it. I burnished, glued with some leather glue and some super glue, and it works as a sheath. I was making it for a kiradashi knife, and it works. It's functional. Where is my kiradashi knife to put in the thing? It's in my toolkit that is somewhere. But basically, yeah, it works. See?
Your toolkit's always somewhere.
It's just not pretty. I sealed it with I used soot. I burnt some candle, and I got some soot, and I mixed it with wax to make like a carbon sealing wax on the sheath. And I mean, it kind of works. I just didn't make enough of it to actually coat it. These are both test pieces, but I mean, leatherworking is cool. So that's why I have this.
Leatherworking is cool and should be practiced by everybody, because leatherworking is badass.
Yes, with sustainably sourced leathers.
Or just get the leather yourself.
Grow your own cows. Raise them up.
Well, not even that. You can
Slaughter
get leather anywhere.
You shouldn't just get leather anywhere.
You can.
You can.
For deer.
Get Walmart leather.
Put the leather there.
Get some fucking Walmart leather, brother. It's cheap.
You want to know what's cheaper? Hunting a deer, skinning it, and then making leather out of its hide.
How much does it cost to get a hunting license, right?
Let me check. How much is the hunting license cost?
And then we'll see how much it costs to pay for the gas.
California.
And then we'll see how much it costs to pay for the animal to get processed. Because I know you and I don't know how to properly skin it. Do you know how to skin a deer?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. Well, that does save us some of the costs, I will say.
Damn. Okay, if you're a resident, it's $62 for a hunting license.
Where?
California.
Well, that doesn't help us, does it?
It doesn't, because I'm not. California is the easiest one to do.
California's not bad.
It is for California is expensive. Excuse you. California sucks.
Well, yes. I mean, not bad for like going and getting a dirt for a weekend.
Everything about it sucks. I hate it. Anyways, you want to know how much it is for a non-resident? Fucking insane. Guess how much it is for a non-resident in California to have a hunting license?
$143.
No, 200.
Ah, damn it. That was so close.
Hours.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Dirt fucking cheap.
That sounds about
Actually
right.
dirt cheap. Like, damn, that's kind of insane. Damn.
I don't know how to Well, I don't know what would be the fastest to
Non-resident's still
reinforce
expensive
these.
by like 3 times the price.
Well, you know what I say to that? I say that's a whole lot of phooey. Phooey and phooey, I tell you. Okay, I need to make some housing blocks for my
Cheap.
little peoples.
I should get a hunting license. You should get a hunting license, and then we should go hunting.
Perhaps.
No.
Okay,
Yes.
maybe.
It's a yes. No,
I
it's
don't
a
know.
yes.
I don't think
No,
so.
it's just a yes. It's a yes. Well, they have different ones.
I don't think so.
They have different ones. For a cougar license, it's $43.
I don't
For
want to
bear
hunt a
license-
cougar. They're
Yeah,
cute.
cougars-
They're baby. They're the
then there's
babies.
bear license.
Leave
Then
them
there's
alone.
Bear license, which is $47.
What? What are we gonna do with the bear?
You can get a lot from a bear, excuse you.
We get a lot from a bear. What are you gonna do with the lot from a bear?
You could do a lot with the bear.
You can, but what are you?
Their meat is gamey as hell. But their hide's really good. It's really warm as well. Their teeth are good.
Do you
Those are
know?
great.
I don't know. What do they call a hides per a tanner? You know a tanner? I don't know a tanner.
Yourself. Tan it yourself.
Okay, just tan it yourself with a little bit of brains and some fucking egg yolks.
Exact. God
Yeah.
damn. You wanna know how much a fucking trapper license is for a non-resident? God damn.
Got bang!
No, seriously, non-residents get fucked over.
Well, good. Get out of
It
here
is great.
with your.
$300 for a trapper's license. For placing traps.
Hey man, it's not about the traps. It's about what those motherfuckers take from us.
But it is trapping, and it's $300.
But it is though. That's too expensive. I'm not.
That's only for
I
a
don't know.
non-resident. A resident, it's fucking dirt cheap again. It's $20.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Damn, non-residents. Just hunt in your own state. Is all this has taught me.
How about
If you want to hunt somewhere else, you are going to be.
I just go
fishing
down
out
to
a
the
fortune.
reservation of my homie, and he's got himself a farm, and I just acquire it from the local
Do
farmer
that too.
for also probably $200. But at least it's I don't know. We can level up to that at a point.
This shit is. How goes the cutting?
Well,
Should cut faster.
badly because I'm in a confined space and I'm like cutting at a weird angle and I'm having a little bit of edge shearing, a little bit of edge blowout. But fuck you anyway, man.
Then cut it in a better point of view. All right, and then just cut better.
Well, just cut
That's
better.
simple.
On my what? I literally have 2 inches, and then I got like a little 5-inch section right here. Look at that. That's all I got.
You could cut better than that, and you know it.
I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna test this strangely shaped device.
Tough luck.
I'm trying to make. I need to out of the city on each of these. Well, it's like main wind blockers. I'm gonna put some little wood screens kind of up like this. That will end up blocking some of the wind, theoretically. But it's also where a lot of the farmlands are. And
Would you have it higher?
This giant stick right
The
here.
walls.
Oh, well, yeah, exactly. But I don't want them to be all that mass. So these walls are already 50, or excuse me, they're 100 feet long by about 25 feet tall. So they're
Oh dang.
yeah, they're two-story by 200-foot blocks basically, and they're used as residential living as well as walls. But there will be wooden screens built up behind them with these big old 75, 100-foot wooden structures that will further block all of the wind and look really cool and help give. I was really trying, especially in this, you can see in this early model, I want it to look like the head of a flower. Like imagine a flower blooming out of the reservoir. That's what I was going for. Doesn't that look like a flower?
Like shoot, what is that flower called?
It's a flower, and it does flowery things, and it likes to flower in the shower. Where
Lotus.
nobody can
Like a
hear
lotus.
you for hours.
Lotus.
Yeah, exactly like a lotus. Yeah, the same like oval shaped teardrop petals layered on each other. Yes. Yes. Precisely. Precisely.
Very precisely.
Hold on, I gotta cut my itty bitty teeny tiny kerf. Okay, there we go.
Cut better.
I'd fucking look at this. I'm cutting. I have a board. I don't know. This is like I could use my flat fucking saw for this with my little crosscut teeth. And just kind of, but it's the same difference.
Cut better. Cut faster.
I need to be cutting over a thing like this where my saw can like pass through. I can cut on my foam block. Maybe. I don't know, man. I'm working with what I got here, dude. Working with what I got, brother, man.
No, that isn't an answer.
And see, now my cut is fucking knackered, bro. So I gotta get me a piece of this sandpaper from my magical drawer. Just rip it like that. You just rip it. You just fucking grab it and you rip it, and then you stick it in here. No, it might be better if I do a small piece.
Sandpaper.
And then you put it in your miter box. And then the miter box and the sandpaper. A miter box is this. It's a little metal box with these cuts in it that when you put a piece of wood in here, right, you put it in like this, and it lets you cut it cleanly. And you use a saw like this. This is called a miter saw. And you can use it to cut, you know, nice 45-degree angles, and it basically locks your saw in, so that way you have a nice clean angled cut. And you can get boxes that have a whole bunch of different cutouts. You can put your own cutouts in it. Right now I'm using this one with a piece of sandpaper. I'm using it like a metal angle to make sure that I'm sanding this piece flat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so when I sand it, it maintains a nice 90-degree angle. So then when I go to cut a new piece, both sides of my piece have a nice 90-degree angle that's nice and flat.
Nice and nice.
And typically you would glue these sheets of, like you would glue a big, perfectly cut out piece. You just glue it to the bottom of your board. And then it also helps protect your saw from the metal, and it protects your miter box, but you're still cutting on sandpaper, so don't cut the sandpaper. And the cool thing about the miter box is that they have little recess cuts in the middle of it, so that way you can cut all the way through.
Don't go dropping shit.
Your piece. Well, doesn't do me any good now, does it?
Well, don't drop stuff. It's bad.
I'm gonna drop whatever the hell I want. Okay?
You just went on a tirade about taking care of this miter box.
And I'd throw it into the corner.
You just like, I'm gonna toss it.
That's pretty much how we do here. And see, now I'm gonna use my miter box.
This is what we do here at the BlunderBuds company. We
do geek stuff.
Oh shit.
And see, now I have my sanding block on top of the foam for friction, And then I have a piece of sandpaper in the sanding block so that my piece has a little more friction. And now I have a much better position to cut stuff in without hopefully kerfuckling everything.
Well, don't kerfuckle anything.
I'm gonna kerfuckle your mom. Okay, sponge is bad. Too much vibration. Too much flex. Problem now is I don't have enough lift for my saw to go through too much. This box is a little raised, so it kind of works, but not quite. It's not perfect.
Indeed. Not perfect at all. Could be better. Could be nice. Could be worse.
Could be very, 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 very nice.
Very nice.
Okay, and now I got these wonderful little blocks. See, I don't know, man. I don't know what it is about crafting, but there's something about cutting that little tiny blocks. I could just do that for hours. In fact, I do, and I have, and I done did.
You don't want to just break rocks for a living?
No.
No, you want to cut wood for a living. Just tiny blocks of wood.
Yes. maybe work successively from the big blocks down.
You know, that works. That works perfectly.
Now, so these little blocks are 50 foot by like 20-ish feet. Well, maybe more like 50 by like 15. Basically like a 1-story and then
you said
long.
1 inch per
50 feet.
Well, 50 feet, so measure it.
I did. It's an
actual proper math.
Well, it's an inch by like half an inch, bruh. Fuck you. It's 1 inch.
25.
Bad. Actually,
it's 25.
It's not half an inch. It's what I feared was happening, and it's 3/4 of an inch. Dang. No, bro, 3/4 of half an inch.
Damn.
Which is what that? Like a 12.
Well, Jesus, dude.
One,
Gotta make
2,
that higher.
3,
Gotta make it bigger.
4. Oh, this isn't architects. This is 1, 2. This is normal 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 2/8. Okay. I thought this was 2/12, but this is not an architect's ruler. This is a normal ruler. So it's 2/8 of an inch. So what's 50 divided by 8?
50 divided by 8. You know how to do math? You can do math.
Well,
like
I
that.
don't need to do math. I already know that
6
this
inches.
is... What?
6 feet.
Oof.
6 feet, 2 inches.
No, it's not 6 feet.
Well, 50
It's
divided by
like
8,
it's like 13
6.
feet because it's 2/8.
Okay, it's a bit better.
So it's like 12 feet. So what did I say? I said like 15 or 20 feet tall. It's 12 feet tall. It's fucking 50 by 12 feet. Damn it! It's a 1-story fucking building. Where do I put them? I want these guys to be like, I want these to be the hab blocks for the farmers, and I was thinking about just putting them in the walls, but the walls are already hab blocks, and I don't know if I want to make new sections, and I think I might be overthinking that, so I might just literally put them within
There's nothing wrong with overthinking
the walls.
Just continue overthinking stuff.
Just continue overthinking. Yeah. Ooh, because I also... So when the black water, the dirty water gets out from the city and goes into here, it has to go through, it gets dripped through the fields after it gets digested by the bacteria. So it's kind of like, they call it a digestate. I think they call it a digestate. But it's like an emulsion of nutrient soup, and they mix it with a little bit of water in the fields, and it's like the fertilizer for the fields. But then the fields are fairly porous. They've been made where under the topsoil it's like porous, and they use it to collect the drip. But instead of sending it right back into the aquifer, it goes into another holding tank, basically, where
they clear it out.
Yeah, where it can be cleaned a second time, but mostly it's used for the gas, all of the in the first and third tank, the initial tank and then the final tank, take any of the like methane, sulfur, whatever gases and collect it.
Just wastewater treatment.
Yeah, it's like full wastewater treatment, including the gas offtake. And then the gas is used to, every home has a main wood fire stove, but there's not a lot of wood. And then there is the gas stove. And the city is lit by gas lamps as well. It reminds me of the old Arabic Al-Andalus Spain place. But basically, when you burn the methane gas, it's blue. So the whole city glows blue.
Greek did it too. I think the Greek did it too with gas.
Mm-hmm. They've been using gas lanterns for a long time. All the old, not all, but a lot of the old medieval cities had them, especially in Asia and in the Middle East. The Europe just really didn't, because Europe is just fucking Europe. It's just trash, man. It's just Caucasus swamps.
Europe is not trash.
I know, that's mean. I'm Danish and Irish, so I am not European, because I'm a little freaking burger loving. Ugh, I don't even want to say it anymore. What?
You're technically European.
Technically.
Because yeah, Danish and yeah, I think Danish is like in the European. Yeah, you're in Europe, man. Sorry to burst your bubble. You're in Europe.
Sorry to burst your bubble, dude, but you're one of them EUers. Okay, so
well,
I'm gonna
most
put.
people here are.
I mean, we did kind of all immigrate here.
Exactly. Yeah, no, you're Europe.
Back when that was like
bubble.
cool. It's okay. I don't mind being
Yeah,
European.
Norway's also European. So
I would rather be considered Irish or European than, Martin. I don't want to be American.
You are still.
I refuse to identify.
Well, you are, and so am I. And
Well, you can be whatever the fuck you want. I want to be a fucking unicorn.
Yeah, you're in Europe. Sorry, man.
Sorry, audience. That wasn't for you.
But yeah. No, you can't become a villager. You can't be a villager.
I just make testificate sounds the whole time.
You can't be a villager. Just can't be a villager.
I can be whatever I fucking want.
You ain't a fucking villager.
Why not?
Can't be.
Why not?
You can't be. You're more intelligent than the villagers.
Well, that's a lame reason. You're calling them stupid? You calling the testificates
are.
low of intellectual prowess? How dare you?
Bro, they can't break blocks. They can't do shit. They can only trade. I make trading farms with them.
As if that's not complicated as hell. You know why they can't mine blocks? They have no hands.
Not difficult. They do have hands. They just do not fucking use them.
They don't have hands. It's a conspiracy.
Don't do that. They very much do have hands.
It was actually part of the the piglins and the steves before. They kind of co-agreed that the villagers were too powerful, and they basically created a genetic variant where their hands were fused together.
No, the builders, the ancient builders. I'm just gonna call them ancient builders because screw it. I don't believe anything that they say about it though, honestly. But the ancient builders are not. They're just smart people.
They're just smart people. Yeah, it sounds like the smart people.
Piglins are dumb.
Did some genetic modification. Damn it! It broke in another place. Stop it.
Why are we talking about Minecraft lore?
I don't know. Why not? Yeah, because it's a free studio, bro.
We talk about whatever, brother.
This is the fucking studio squelch, man. I want to get lights. Imagine little lights that say that. How long we been recording for at this time?
About like hour 30.
That's not bad. That's not bad. I've made a little bit of progress. I haven't made as much progress. We've been talking about a lot of nonsense here.
Well, we need to talk about nonsense while you do your homework, and we'll bug you, because that's what we do. That's what I do.
That is true.
I bug you.
No. You could never bug me.
Oh, fuck. I'm failing it.
You're not very good at it. Yeah, you. Yeah.
Damn.
Sorry,
I'm gonna go in my
man.
car and drive over there and bug you there physically.
Physically. Pause the stream.
Sounds so
Oh my
good.
god.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it all!
What would our wives think?
I don't have one.
Oh yeah, you do.
Don't. What? When?
How could you forget about your sweet betrothed? You bastard.
Who the fuck?
This is the problem with men in today's society.
Oh, shut up. You're a dude, too.
I can be whatever I want.
Oh, you're a dude.
I don't think my tower strat is working because I didn't give them any bones, and now I'm like, I went skin first, and now I'm contemplating how bones are gonna appear.
Well, make it like, shit, what is those things called? Can't think of what it's called right now. What is it? Fuck. Yeah, why'd you go skin first instead of bones first?
Because
kinda
I'm
curious.
rushing and I'm not thinking.
Look, I know it's due today, but
Well, technically my presentation is on Thursday, but the amount, like, it takes me 45 minutes to cut out a fucking triangle. How am I supposed to build a whole city when I only have a couple hours? It's Sunday, so I have time today, but typically ain't got no time to even work on this, much less stream the mother trudger.
well, that's true.
Now, I am perplexed and pondered on how exactly I'm gonna connect these things. I need a mental aggregate motivator. You stay right here and entertain the masses. I gotta shuffle to the other side of the studio.
I'm gonna try looking at like freaking desert walls to see what the fuck you can try building. Oh.
I like that. I wish I could see the desert walls. Get out of my way, demons!
There.
Everybody dance now.
Damn. I think they usually just did hills, didn't they? They didn't do like actual proper walls, because, well, that causes issues and friction, and blowing down on one side doesn't help. You know, that type of stuff, people. How a city wall is in the desert. Fucking Minecraft. I don't care for Minecraft stuff right now. Did like steeples where there are triangles laying down so the air goes over it. That would work. What are they called?
By the power of grace, go, there will be trouble. Wait, hold on.
Okay, so I was actually thinking right.
Oh, isn't this cute?
So I'm not entirely sure what your goal is technically going to be. Oh yeah, there's that. But they usually do, what are they called? I guess chicken wire is technically the correct term. Chicken wire type of walls. Don't remember what they're called though.
Huh? Chicken wire? Fences?
Like chicken wires. Yes, fences.
Bruh.
Oh, those are the ones that we use to break up wind.
Well, you're not wrong. That's kind of the same idea we were going here, where it's just kind of you use a mesh. That way you still have air access, but it's
Oh,
just
so you were doing a mesh anyways.
yeah. I just haven't here. I'll do some of that. I'll try to. Well, I didn't know if I was gonna use just vertical pieces standing out of the desert, or if I wanted to make a whole lattice that looked like this. But I feel like that might be a bit more than I can really manage at the moment. Maybe I'll do a combination.
Fair.
Who says I can't do a combination?
Do like a combination with the because you wanted to make it look like I just had it and then I forgot.
The flower, yeah?
Flower.
Yeah, a
You
lotus.
wanted to make it look like a flower.
Well, that's another thing. In the design schematics, right? Hold on, let me bust out the designs. Let's see. It's hard to tell, but you can just barely see it in the design. They get real close. There's kind of the city, and then there's the circle around it, and these weird giant petal things, right? And then you can kind of see it here, right? In the more schematic. But the outer walls are just standard. And then I have all the plumbing and stuff on that one. Well, not all the plumbing. That would be madness. That would be
insane.
That'd be insane. I think I'm just going to do some vertical systems. I just want to do like a simple screen. I like that, but I don't think I have enough member pieces. I want them to be really clean, though, too. Maybe I'll cut some fresh, because I have a whole bunch. No, I might as well use...
holes?
I'll use what I have. Make some holes. In what? Oh, in the ground?
Yeah, in the ground.
That's not a bad idea, actually. I do have my...
I know you want to try making it structurally sound, so I'm not entirely sure how good that would be.
Well...
It should be fine, I think.
There it is. Hello? 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 Okay.
What you doing?
So, like, I do have a pin drill, but I don't have any round dowel pieces. Yeah, the best I have are little square stock, but I need dowel. And I have a drill. I have a very small hand drill, but it's for... I don't have any bits that cut square. I'd have to oversize, or I'd have to cut out the cuts. I was thinking more along the lines... Well, see, I don't know. Maybe just oversized hole, and I can fill it with a bit of sawdust and glue paste, so that way you don't even
Could
tell.
work.
Yeah, I don't even know if I have a diameter thick enough bit. Let me check. I might do. I can also fit standard drill bits in here. I have that one.
Standard drill bits.
Yeah, that's just nowhere near thick enough. But maybe it's a start. I could get the hole and then carve out what I need to. And then I could place them vertically on... Oh, that's might be what I do. I gotta do a test piece. Let me do a test piece. I also have my little homemade circle, like, outline jig. I put it on the edge of something, and I follow it, and it makes the little red line I have on this board.
Uh-huh.
Always making homemade little jigs and bobs. Okay.
Wooden joints, the best type of joints.
Sashimono. And then see,
A few more wood joints.
I take my little pin drill, right? And it has a little, it rotates. And then I wish I had
handrail.
a little remote. The problem with it, though, is it's just a hand drill. So
yeah, it's gonna take a while.
Well, it's just it doesn't really that it takes a while. Like, it goes through pretty quickly. The problem is if it's a wood that's of a certain strength, and if it takes, like right now, it's taking more pressure to turn it than what this little tooth, this little chuck on the drill can really grip the bit. It just doesn't have a lot of grip strength. But it pierced through it pretty quickly. And now I have a really nice little hole. I always go through the other side too, get both sides of the hole nice and clean.
Uniform and
a nice, yes, uniform. It also kind of gets rid of a little bit of that blowout, but it just looks... Now I have a hole, But the problem is the piece of wood is still so much larger than that. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I think the best strat is to just attach them direct on. Just glue them on. Especially there's enough surface area. I'm going to do 2 layers. I'm going to do a raised one that I wish was inset, and then one that's just on the front face. Yeah. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Let's fucking do it.
Fucking do it, mom. Fucking get to it, dude. First, I gotta set something else on fire though for emotional support.
You don't need to put anything on fire, all right? You just
Why won't you let me be happy?
Well, you're a pyromaniac, and that's the reason.
Let me be happy. Let me bask in the flames.
To be happy.
Hey, fuck you, man.
Pyromaniacs are bad for you.
You know what else is bad for you?
What? Huh?
Fucking, I don't know. Okay, I was trying to think of something, but it's all bad for you.
Fucking thought.
It's all bad for you. Everything's bad for
I
you.
fucking thought.
Might as well be a pyromaniac.
Nah. You can't become a fucking pyromaniac because you don't know what the fuck to say.
I can't be a pyromaniac because I don't what?
You just can't be a pyromaniac. End of story.
I'm gonna do whatever I want. Okay, I'm gonna bundle up these sticks and set fire to them right now in the studio. You're gonna have to come over here with get the fire extinguisher.
You have a fucking fire extinguisher in your house.
Well, I'm not gonna get it. I made the fire.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna cut these I'm gonna cut like 20 of these little sticks, and I'm gonna glue them on the backs of this wood like this.
20? Shit.
Well, maybe more like 30, because I want to put maybe 6 to 7 per each of these 4 outer beams, and I want them to be the shade systems and the wind protection, because the wind, it brings sand with it, and the sand erodes everything and fucks up all the pipes that are literally just everywhere.
It's a fucking sandblaster, and those things fucking hurt like hell.
We're surrounded by a sandblaster, as the deserts,
that is just
flat deserts tend to be.
sad. That is just sad.
Indeed, and it does.
Painful.
It does have like a secondary effect where the sand like will build up against the back of the outer wall over time and create like this natural wall of sand all around us. But we have to be careful because that weighs, thousands of pounds. But it also insulates and protects the houses that are on the other side of it from the sun too, because they're just big blocks of earth brick, which already have a crap load of thermal capacity, which is how much heat they can store.
True.
So all these structures are very toasty, so I have to provide as much airflow as I can, so that way people in here don't just fucking die.
Die of everything that is just everything.
And I also don't want it to smell all swampy, because they're just right above, like, I know that on the model here, there's a lot of holes in the base, but I don't really have the time to... This is all mostly covered. Like, there's visible sections, there's gaps here and there, but the lattice work here is the roads, the streets, the foundations, all of them are far more prevalent. But unfortunately, I just don't have infinite wood and infinite time, so enough to suggest what I'm going for with relative clarity and relative craft,
True. That's fair.
As long as the main points come across. And I still think it's giving... I wanted to add these 4 outer pieces, because I'm going to build up a wall like this one, because this one, they all are supposed to give flower, but the only one that's really giving flower is this one. And it's just because of these huge petals. And I need to, one thing I can do is like, I'm going to alternate the height and length of the sticks, so that way they're basically like this, but they're in a row of like 8, so they have that kind of, that silhouette of like that U shape. So I'm going to cut, I need to cut 2, 4, 6, 8 shorts. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh God. Oh please no. No, not a. I need a montage, man. 2, 4, 6, 8, and another 2, 4, 6, 8. That's how many I need. And see, this is the point in the video where I say, everybody, go get a beverage. Go get a nice little snack. Oh, don't forget your vegetables.
Or don't, you know.
Or don't. I don't know. Do
Your
whatever the fuck
choice.
you want. But like, if you're hungry, get a snack, dude.
Choice, guys.
I gotta go get Oonga Boonga. Oh, never mind. I brought the Oonga. I brought.
Oh, great.
What?
Thank God. Thank God you brought the Oonga Boonga.
Thank God there's a Boonga. Whatever would we do without a Boong?
What would we do without a Boonga? That's the truth of it. I need to drink more water. I have a massive ass water bottle. It's like a fucking gallon and a half. I like water. Make sure to drink the water, people. Don't become like this man over here.
I haven't drank water in fucking 3 days. All I've had is 2 sugar-free ginger ales, 2 blackberry iced teas, and 11 cups of cold brew black.
Also, you did technically have water, just in different forms.
Fuck you.
I
I also-
technically you got water.
I also drank a big glass of water when I woke up, because I'm not crazy.
Okay, so you did actually get some water.
Yeah.
That's good.
I drink at least a big glass when I wake up, and a big glass before I go to bed.
It's good.
It is good.
It's good. It's good.
It is good. I need that hydration to lubricate my joints and for, you know, cellular activity. That's the only reason I drink water.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
You can do so much with water. You could make food with water.
You can make food with water. Well, don't get me started on food, okay? Because
Let's
I
get
don't
started on food.
I only eat to maintain my caloric and protein minimums for the day, so I don't lose all of my physical progression.
Of course.
Of course. Why else would you consume fucking calories, dude? They're awful. Then you gotta do dishes. You gotta go contend with grocery prices. It's best to just put all of your daily vitamins, all your... I take kale, ginger, turmeric, Greek yogurt, honey, a little bit of heavy cream, whole milk, or almond milk, or oat milk, whatever the fuck. Carrots, sometimes papaya, whatever fruit I can take. Sometimes I'll do something crazy, like put egg whites in there. But usually I'll put, like, coconut protein powder or something in there.
How dare you put egg whites
I know,
in
it's
there?
it's literally atrocious.
Disgusting.
And I'll make, like, some variant of super mega protein milkshake of death. Or I'll make, like, a little green kale, whatever the fuck. You know, gotta make a smoothie, man. Gotta be smoothieing. It really is a great way to
making more smoothies, honestly.
shoot
Smoothies are a great
yourself
way.
with nutrition. But you can't overblend it, because that, you know, it damages the cells, and it, like, pre-releases a lot of the good nutrients, and then they get oxidized or damaged by whatever. So, like, that's what they say, overblending.
Necessarily.
Oh, no, overprocessing. That's part of why processed food is bad. All the machining and crushing and blending, it literally basically digests the food for you and exposes those things, the enzymes,
No,
lipids.
they're still there.
They're still there, but
That's
there's
the
less of
thing.
them.
Oh, they're still mostly there for the most part, so it's not that.
Well, in a
really-
smoothie, probably. But in a can of fucking beef stew, probably not. You know? Like, canned food,
Yeah.
I don't even... Oh, God. My stick! I hate when they fly away. Yeah. I'm gonna go grab my piece that flew away. Hold on, guys.
Posta vata, posta fiva, vata, posta.
Compatriot in arms, are you still there?
I still exist. What are you talking about?
I was just wondering where you were. 3, 6,
I'm here.
9, 12. Fuck me. You know what I say?
What?
Anime. You know?
Okay, I hear you.
Oh no. That's the bane of my existence. You see that those little black dots right there? It's just a barcode on the fucking stick, but it always shows when it's not supposed to. And I've tried everything. You can sand it off, but then it leaves black schmear because it like takes all the pigment and just deposits it right back in the wood. So I gotta cut it off, but then it changes the dimension of my wood, and I'm just fucking. I can't take it anymore. Oh wow, the piece I have left is exactly 1.5 inches. Okay, cool. Back in. I'm back in, folks. Locked in. It's that easy. That's the switch. Welcome to bipolar. Okay. Wait, how many do you remember how many of these I said I was going to do originally? 8 in a number of 8s. Some amount of 8s. Some form of 8.
Something.
Plus 8. Probably 8. 8, 8, 8, 8. Oh, fuck me.
88888.
8888. Call 888888 right now to get your start today. Oh god.
Call 1-8888-8888-8888 to get your start right now.
Was that? I don't know. I don't think either of those was the correct amount of 8s.
It was the correct amount of 8s.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Oh, this is cute.
888.
I love when I cut a bunch of symmetrical pieces and put them together. I feel like it's a tiny little wood bundle that just got delivered to the site, and I just plonk it down, and I just think it's so cute. See, look, I got all my dimensional lumber. That's what they call the 2x4, the normal wood. It's called dimensional lumber because it's all supposed to be the same size. But it's not the same size because at the sawmill, they basically plan out all the cuts on the board first, and they say, okay, this is our fucking 2x4 and our fucking 2x8, but they make all the sizes before they cut it, and then they cut it, get as many boards as they can. They plane it, which means they make it all smooth and flat, sand it, finish it, all that, and then they send it out. But what it means is it's a 1/2 inch shorter on every dimension than it really is. Like a 2x4 is actually a 1.5-ish by 3.5-ish, which is so fucking annoying to me that every single piece of wood I've ever touched is always like 1/4, 1/16, or 2/32, some weird amount off, because it's just impossible to have 5,000 fucking sawmills cutting 50,000 trees in the exact same shape, really. But I just wish they would change the sizing denomination so that way a 2x4 is a 2x4. I don't know. That's my gripe. That's one thing I've started to complain about. Add it to the list of complaints, brother.
A fair complaint, honestly.
I mean,
But
yeah,
there's
probably
just
a
what
reason.
happened with history.
Yeah,
It
like
usually is.
there's probably a reason beyond it's the way we've done things and it's too hard to change. But I don't know. I feel like
I know originally we used to have actual 2x4s, but I think it was just because I think it was cost more than anything.
Well, it's probably because they were.
Well, I think this is what it was. Now that I'm thinking about it, the original 2x4s were there because we originally had a lot of old growth trees. So
well, that's an interesting take.
4x4s.
That's an interesting take.
Yeah.
Old growth equates to better dimension lumber. Interesting. There might be something to that, because with the old growth trees, they have the denser wood structure, so they're a little less, and they have higher. They could have. It depends on the tree. Usually, like more resin content, so they tend to be a little stiffer, a little denser, a little less prone to warping. So there's some truth to that.
So, I'm gonna finish up. We had old growth wood. We had old growth wood, and well, because we cut most of the old growth wood, we still have some, obviously, but the government decided to push, all right, we need to start replanting stuff. And guess what the easiest way of doing it is? We cut down trees, we grow them, we continue to grow them, and we cut them young.
Yeah, that is true.
So they're smaller dimensions. That's my take on it. From me owning a few things here and there.
You mean like the base trees they get are just like they're just always smaller now, and they're trying to get the same amount of timber, so they just keep the sizes the same because they're close enough.
Exactly.
That, yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. I could definitely, because dimensional lumber is supposed to be not cheap, but supposed to be like, I don't know, mass produced and machined in a way where it's like, if you're gonna build a house, there's dimensional like 2x4 plain prepped whatever lumber, and then you have like your raw timber. Timber and lumber are two different things. Lumber is like sawn, quartered, milled wood, and then timber is like just the raw wood, straight.
Yeah, I don't remember where I learned that little tidbit of. Well, I knew about them. I don't know.
Well, again,
I learned it somewhere.
the machinists be listening. I don't know. I can't be. I want to get me a lathe and all that crap, but I don't know the first thing about that crap.
I'll run the lathe.
Yeah, you get up on the lathe, man.
I know how to run the fucking lathe.
Get on the fucking lathe, dude. What am I looking for? Oh, I'm looking for another piece of this very, very tiny wood. And I got another piece of this very, very tiny wood. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to do these louvers. And then I might see where that puts me. And I don't know. I might have to go outside and stretch my spine.
I bet you just stretch inside your building called a house.
Well, I could do that, but I don't want to. Because I like to touch the grass. I like to touch the grass. I like to touch the grass.
Grass toucher.
Hey, man. What can I say? That chlorophyll, it really just gets me there. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying, man? Alright. Every time I do that, I feel like the piece is either going to fly a million miles away or I'm just going to lose a finger. Lose a finger for an 1.5 inch little piece of wood. And I could be cutting these. I could be doing multiple scores, but I'm just chopping them with a blade, which is ill-advised. Oh yeah, don't do this at home, folks. By the way, this is not the proper way to be cutting these. If anything, you should go like that. Oh no, now it's lost in the toolbox. Son of a gun. I don't know if it's worth saving. Hello? Oh look, another one appeared. That counts. I lost like 3 of these already, so they're evening out. How's the stream going, Mike? Is it still...
Going good, going good.
I don't know. I can see it.
I think we're good.
Okay, I got a notification from OBS. Hold on. What if I'm running out of data? Okay, it's fine. It said reconnection successful, but I don't know. Maybe getting on to be about on that time. I gotta stop. Keep cutting these frickin' things. Oh god. It is not no, stop. No, no, there's a song and it's like a meme and it's like something like that. I don't know. You know that one?
I don't know fucking memes.
Oh yeah.
I don't know fucking memes. I don't fucking troll TikTok.
I know. I don't do that either. TikTok is evil and it's just used to farm everyone's sweet little mind souls. But I do use Instagram a little bit, like for my art and for work, but sometimes I'll be seeing the memes on there, man, and I'm just like, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the helly? What the heliante? I like that one. I think that one's funny. Oh, Bobby! Okay. I don't know how many I've cut. I'm just gonna cut like 5 more, and however many I got is how.
Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby. Bobby. Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby. I'll sell propane and propane accessories. Oh, fuck, where that?
Dude sells phenomenal fucking propane accessories. Excuse you.
Fucking Hank Hill sells the most phenomenal propane and propane accessories I've ever seen.
Great, he's great. It's great. Fucking love King of the Hill.
Have you seen... Fuck. What is it?
The new one?
No. Well, yeah, actually, that's a good thing. Yeah, I did see that there's a new one out. I don't know. Is it out yet? Like proper?
It's been out for quite a hot minute.
Oh well, fuck me then. You know what it's streaming on? Paramount, HBO.
I think it's Paramount.
Well, fuck me then. That's why I haven't fucking found it. Cause I've been saying, I gotta stop cruising that potty mouth. Now, Bobby, I told you not to cuss so much. I'll beat the cuss out of you. Bobby. Stop
It's on
growing
Hulu, never
those
mind. I think
gay
it's on
little
Hulu.
roses, Bobby.
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu? Okay, I don't know. I don't have Hulu. Me ain't Scott's my dad. Okay. I don't know how many sticks this is. Let's count them out. 1, 2, 3. I forgot where I was at. Can you help me keep track? How many sticks do I have?
Like 1.
Motherfucker, can you count? You can't even see. That's fine. I have
can
I have
count.
I have 3.
I'm choosing not to count.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
20,
I need to watch it.
About 26, maybe? Okay, I'm just going to keep putting them on 4 at a time until I run out.
I've honestly been only seeing snippets of the new season. I haven't actually properly watched it proper. I want to, though.
Of
It's
what?
on Hulu.
Oh,
King of the
the
Hills.
whole thing we were talking about. I liked...
Yeah, the thing we were talking about.
I like that. I don't know. I saw one trailer for it, and I can't remember what is it. I think it was Bobby talking about his restaurant with Hank or something.
Bobby?
Bobby. I don't know, but it feels like it's written really well. I don't know. I would like to watch.
It's written just as well as the original.
Smear that goo. Never forget to smear your goo. Never forget. Smear your goo.
Don't.
Never forget. Smear your goo all over the place.
How about you don't?
All up and down. Around the town. Smear your goo. Smear it around. Yeah, everybody, smear your goo. We should just edit this later and this be the outro song. Smear your goo. Everybody, smear your goo. Okay, just kidding. Don't do that. Smear your goo responsibly. Don't you dare proceed to smear goo unresponsibly now. Come after you with the full strength of my 2 crazy ass China saws. They're like razor sharp, dude. I don't know. I'm scared. Nine to 12 seconds for tacky food. All of that was like 3. Unnecessary. Because I'm letting it dry on my finger and then I'm just like smearing that mother glubber. Hubba dubba glub wub glub bub dub. Hard to tell if these are even properly positioned. Perhaps. Potentially. Maybe. One at a time now. That's all we need. Oh, yeah. No. Oh my goodness gracious, Jerry. Jerry? I think Jerry fucking died. Hello? Jerry's dead. He lived a good life, really. To be fair. just wanted to travel the world and see all the other Jerrys. Okay. I might have enough for 2 layers of these. And then that be that. Aye, aye, Captain. Yeah. The painstaking realities. This is how long it takes to put some sticks together. How long does it take to build houses and castles and face masks and whole ass costume shit, man? The time between the freaking editing really is insane. All the nitty gritty reality of what be going on in the studio. Okay. Hold on now, Buster. Okay. Still got a good amount of them left. Let's keep on going. Mike, are you still alive? I think they came for his fucking soul. That's okay, though. It's okay, man. Sometimes in life, that just happens. They just come and they take you. And you're gone forever. Never to return. But that's okay. Sometimes it's better that way. Gives you appreciation for the moment. Knowing that at any moment, someone could just... Oh, man. It's not sin, but it's a bit better. There we go. Noise. Noise. Oh, fuck. Not noise. Not noise. I would like to rotate this each time so that I can actually properly see things and affix things to them. But I just ain't got the space for that, man. And I'm not clearing all the shit every time. Could just like lift it up. But, you know, it's just... Some call it impatience. Some call it laziness. Some call it madness. This is a different shaped stick than these other ones. Hello? Get the hell out of here. Get out of here. You don't fit with the mold of the slightly more square sticks. Piece of offcut from something else. Hopefully the audios are coming okay for you guys. I know it's a little quiet. Don't really have any like sound stuff in the studio. There's a window over there. I'm trying to use cardboard as best I can for that. But let me know if you guys ever need the mic boosted or anything. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay. Now I have this thing. It's very rough, I know. It still all has to be, like I said, it needs the facades and cleaned up. There's a lot more still to add. It needs kind of polished. But it's starting to look a little like a thing. I don't know. Vaguely like a thing. I don't know where my co-host went. Hello? I think he got abducted or something. I guess. I don't know. Hope he's okay. Hope no one came for him. They came to collect upon his debts. As you know, folks be getting a lot of debts around these here parts. Okay, now some other elements besides let's see. So they use siphoning screw pumps with pressure vacuums, 100-foot head pressure, pumping from the aquifers, cascading effects, secondary towers. I need to build like some kind of. Oh, okay. I'm gonna encase both of these outer towers. I don't know about the central tower for now. In the rest of these little sticks to create like a skeleton for a roof later. How many do I have? I got 4 and 4, and I got 4 left. Okay. That's quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, wait, 2, 4, 6, 8. Interesting. Might just use all of these. Who do we appreciate? And then just do 1 for now. Okay. I'm gonna add another ring. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. 1 more ring of louvers just because I really want that density to come through. Because right now it's just looking a little. Oh, I forgot to fucking curtail these and cut the tops of them to give them that slope, to give that oval shape. Okay, pivot, I'll make the 2 central ones a little taller. No pivot. What I'll do is I'll put a second layer on the back. Yeah, and that way I'm gonna do something like this. That was a lot of shadows there. Kind of like that, where there's 2 layers of the sticks, maybe even a 3rd layer. And that way it gives that increasing height without me having to cut a whole bunch of these things. That will give me the same kind of tapering effect, because that really helps sell the pedal that I'm going for. And then that nice curve, that arch, will be a lot more useful for the structure. Now, I guess that means I'll still put these in the front. Now, I'm basing this. I'm not really basing it. I mean, there was the book earlier in the video. I talked about this is a class project for my architecture classes, and it's based off of a theoretical city in a book called Invisible Cities by Italo Calvino. I read it earlier. I'm not going to go over it again. But aside from that as a reference, I'm really inspired by Southern Asia in Yunnan province. There's somewhere where there was another place. I can't remember it exactly. But I think they're called Yaodongs. All the terms are fucking slipping into my head now, and I'm focusing on sticks. Hold on. No, I'll come. Basically, in southern China, there's a civilization where the people there, essentially, they have flat, arid deserts and not a lot of trees. So they build by carving into the earth, and they create these very orthogonal, very straight squares. And they carve into the earth, and then they build rooms and stuff out from the side of it. And sometimes they connect them up. And they're very, very interesting. And they're very affordable because you just dig in the ground. But that, as well as Mali in West Africa, and like Gandu, Burkina Faso, those places, they are very famous as earthen architects. And they're known for using a lot of really cool rammed earth, smashed, the pulverized clay floors and sealed floors and things. That's very cool. And I can't remember if there's a tribe that's a bit more, it's not like all of Burkina Faso or Ghana and Mali, but there's like a sub-tribe in there where one of their traditions is every generation, the head of the family designs the house, and it's an earthen house, so it's mud and clay brick and things like that. And they redesign it, and they rebuild it, and they edit it. But the idea of the house is supposed to be representative of the human body, or life and things like that. So they're in these kind of spiraling circle patterns, and they have these central open courtyards that act as like wombs, where the warmth and the heat and the passion is. And then it radiates outwards, and it gets colder and colder. And as it gets colder, you get closer to the exit, and you get more towards storage, things like that. But the whole house is designed behind this, the head of the families or whatever person they dictate as the designer, their perception of body and reality. So the whole village gets redesigned by all these different families on the regular, and you end up getting this crazy interpretation of life and design through every generation. It's very interesting. In a sketchbook somewhere, I have the names of that. It might be in that pile. I really wish I had more than the Earthen Architects of Mali, but that should be relatively close enough to do some research if you're curious. But yeah, that's some of the at least visual and structural and building technique wise, a lot of things I was going here. And I know it's like wooden sticks, it's hard to tell what these are, but clay and old school cement, not the modern kind, they burn at like freaking 3,000 degrees to create clinker, which is what cement is the gray powder you add to your aggregate and your clay and your soil, whatever, and your whatever mixes in there. But there's an older version where it's not, doesn't have to be fired so heavily. They use that with mud and clay. They have a lot of sand. They have lots of water, and they have some steel. Steel has been around for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. The first modern steel was like the hardened, like manufacturing steel during the Bessemer. Like the fucking, I don't know. I'm getting off on a tangent there. Getting distracted. I still have 2 more sticks to add. Okay. Focus on putting these fucking thingy bobbers on the thing, please. Yeah. His name is Henry Bessemer. I don't know. Henry. I don't think it was, though. It doesn't sound right, but that was what first came to mind in my guts, like 70-30, 80-20. Which isn't very good. You know, it's not a very accurate gut, but it's okay. I'm pretty sure my co-host fucking died. I think somebody fucking kidnapped him. I think I have to call him. It's okay, though. Life happens. Okay, yeah, I like that. I like the increase of density there. It gives me more, it looks more like a fence. It looks a little more complete. I like that. And this whole model, as it stands, is probably only 30% complete. Needs a good amount of hours. Frankly, I've been a little distracted going on here. But, I mean, check the time. Yeah. To be getting a little on. I'll check in one more time. Interesting. Yeah. My PC is yelling at me, and my phone is going on the way out. So, I think it might be, and I gotta go fucking see if my homie is fucking still alive. I think he got out, man. So, everybody, I really do appreciate you guys watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a comment, like it. I really am trying to see if this is a new series to put on the channel. I want a little bit of feedback, and of course, we do want the channel to keep growing. So please hit the like button, subscribe, all those good things. Tell your friends about us. This is probably going to be a regular series. It's pretty easy to put together, and we want to expand this to like we can make request builds. We can connect it with D&D stuff. You know, there's lore aspects. I don't know, but this just shows that we have that idea for moving things a little more forward, kind of like I don't know, practical, real. The gaming is one thing. The gaming streams is there. Those are just the easiest thing to do. I don't know. So we have big plans for this future and for this channel and for the sub-channels that we want to plan for it. We'll just see how that goes in the future. Anyways, I'm Squelch. This is Squelch Studios. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you had a good time. This has been fun. This has been fun, making little architecture homework projects that look like little flowers and spending 45 minutes cutting blocks and talking about everything under the sun. But I guess that is kind of cool. I'm gonna like fade off into the distance mysteriously and go press some buttons. So thank you, everyone. I hope you had a good time. Take care. Have a good one. Spread the love. Make some art. I don't know. Doing some cool stuff. I don't know, man. Okay, bye.